無量天尊. Hello everyone from tinyatdragon's YouTube channel. This is Sifu again. So today I'm going to talk about another interesting topic here, which is how to curse people and do evil magic on people. Okay, that kind of stuff. Now you saw my first lecture about how to do black magic or evil magic, that kind of stuff, right? That was a very interesting lecture. But today I'm going to get into the more practical side of things. Like, how do you actually do it when you know the magic? How can it be done? And you will be surprised how easy it is to send this magic to people. Okay, so first of all, I want to clear up one thing, okay? The purpose of this video is to show you guys how easy it is to harm or to help people just because of the different intention you have. Okay? So you got to understand this and understand how easy it is for other people to send things to you. And that is why you need to be able to defend against these things. And these things are not really something you can just say ignore and they don't exist. They will exist no matter what. Okay? So these things also build up. If you don't care about it and don't treat it, things build up and it gets worse and worse and worse. So let's get going. Now, first of all, I want to talk about swearing. Okay, a very common practice of swearing is like when people do something bad and you want to swear back at them. Somehow, every culture will use words like fuck, things like that. Okay, some sexual terms. Okay, you always use things about sex to curse people. Why is that something that every culture naturally will do? Why? Why sex? Why not like, oh, I will cook your face, you know, hit your face with a pan, something like that. Why not? Okay, or maybe, you know, something different. Okay, why don't I say, oh, I will slash your chest with a sword, something like that, okay? But why? Why fucking shit and all that stuff? Why do we use all these swearing words that is supposed to do with sex and, you know, producing babies, right? Why? Okay, here's why. Because this is a natural thing that you sense, like something that we are born with and we are supposed to know. But you do it without understanding, okay? It's like how every baby will move and do similar movement, but they don't understand why they're doing it. They just do it because they have to do it, okay? Because that's what's happening in their energy body, and that's how they act, okay? So basically, all the babies are about the same. They always do similar things, and you know, when you look at babies, they all do similar things, but no one teach them, right? Because they're doing it because they have to do it. That's natural stuff. Swearing, cursing people using these words are also something very natural. Yeah, it's very natural. Why not? Okay? So no matter what culture, you swear about the same kind of way. Okay? And yeah, so let's talk about this word, fuck. Okay? So when we say fuck, what does it mean? Well, basically it means for a male to keep sticking the dick into the other female and fuck, right? Okay? So basically you understand, it have to be a male fucking a female. You cannot have a female fucking a male, right? It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, even you are female and then you say fuck you, right? That means what? You have a dick all of a sudden, right? You have a penis? Well, it doesn't make sense, but you will say it, okay? In Chinese, it's the same, okay? People say, oh, 屌你, like this, okay? 屌你. 屌 is like to fuck, same word. But why do you say this when you are a female? Well, naturally they would just say it. It doesn't really have to make sense, right? So when you feel the urge to swear, you will say something like that. Oh, fuck you. Okay? Now, this word fuck means a male fucking the female, right? So to do that, what's happening is basically the male is injecting his what we call the essence, which is the sperm, okay? The essence into the other person. and the other person will have to take it. When they take it, what happened? Well, you get the sperm, you get pregnant, right? Something's going to be born inside you, okay? So basically, if you take a look at this and just, bypass the swearing, like the rudeness, that kind of stuff. Let's talk about what's actually happening, okay? In the pre-heaven dimension, the pre-heaven, meaning like before anything happened, okay? There's only some very simple stuff. One is the yin and one is the yang, okay? Which is the positive, negative, that kind of stuff. Okay, take a look. Now, what you got is, okay, something went into a container, okay? Now, this is the male. It went into the female, which is the ground. The female processed this thing and will give birth to a new thing, new human being, okay, new happening. So, what happened is the same pattern, okay, this pattern, it's going to happen in many other forms. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I say fuck you and then you get pregnant and then you have a baby. It doesn't work like that. Now, what am I putting in as my essence, my yang element, okay? Like, to give birth to a baby, you and put the sperm into the female, right? Now, what if the sperm is replaced by other things? It can be replaced by other things. Let's say, well, my intention is to have his, maybe I want this person's birthday party to screw up or something like that, okay? Now, that intention alone is the essence, is the package that I'm shoving in. So this is the sperm. It goes into the person. The person is the being, like the person being fucked, okay? So, fuck you. And then this intention fucked into the person. Now what happened is it will go inside, get digested and processed and combined with his own element and give birth to something. Which means, okay, I give something to this person. I give the potential of having a failure for a birthday party. Now when he do his birthday party later on, or whatever that is similar, it will have this potential inside that unleash, and it will combine into the event and screw it up. Basically, that's why we swear, because we don't want something and we want to push something out of our body to create something for the person's future. It doesn't really always have to, like, you always have to have their future in mind, but you just want something and you'll say, oh, fuck you, like this, right? When you say fuck you, it's basically you're pushing something out of yourself into this person, and that thing that you push out is the yang element always, okay? It's something that outputs and will cause some kind of effect to the other person. So when you keep saying this, like when people are doing bad things to you, like bullying you, swearing at you, they're like saying like maybe something bad about you, hope you will fail your test, something like that, okay? And then you return them with a fuck you, meaning that you will take in their whatever they say, and then I'll push it back into them as if they're the female, and that will create their future. It's like you eat your own shit, okay? That's what's happening. So basically this is a very simple structure of how to use the word fuck you. Okay, now sometimes we don't always fuck you as in a person. Sometimes you have some kind of bad encounter, right? Such as, oh, I just did something and I spilled the ink, okay, so my table got dirty, and then you say, oh fuck, okay, like this, and what you do is you like that and you stomp your foot, right? What are you doing in this case? Okay, or sometimes you say, okay, let's look at this project that I'm working on, and then suddenly you find out that, oh, the project is expired, and then you say, oh fuck, what is that thing about? Why do you slap it and go, oh fuck, like this? Because you look at something, right? You absorb that information, okay? You absorb some kind of information that will bring some feeling to you, and you don't want it. Okay, you don't want it, and that's why you hit it back. You give it back to this thing, or you give that thing to something else, so that you will not take all these energies, all these feeling into you. You're kind of like overwhelmed with whatever energy is coming to you, like energy as in like this feeling energy that comes to you. Okay, it's too much. I need to dump it out. So you want to fuck the wall, fuck the ground, fuck this and that. Okay, so when you're doing it, you're non-stop giving off your essence, which is your feeling, to these things, and they're going to take the load for you. Okay, when you're still angry, it means that you didn't fuck enough. Okay, basically that's why. So you fuck more things. You fuck this and fuck that, fuck that, fuck. Okay, after you're done fucking everything, you're like, oh. Okay, that's what happened. So basically, when you keep doing that, when you keep saying that, you are non-stop venting your feeling energy, this heart energy, to different things around you, and that's why you're fucking around. Okay, so you look so fucking good. It's like after that, you're like, oh, that feels so good. I don't know why. You just keep fucking around and you feel so good. Why? Well, because it's working. This thing is a natural way to curse, which is like to put energies that you don't want right here to other places by fucking things. Okay, so basically you do this and that, and basically it just went everywhere, and you don't keep that energy inside yourself anymore. That's why you feel better, right? Now, when you look at something that brings you a bad news, when you look, okay, it will carry a bunch of energy. When you look, it absorbs into you and goes into your brain and your heart. And this energy make you not happy, make you sad, make you whatever, right? That's not good. You don't want it. And it's not going to circulate anywhere because you cannot put these energy to use. So what are you going to do? You have to fuck other things, right? You have to fuck other things in order to put the fucking energy into here and into here, so that it's not inside you anymore, or else it will be like a bunch of junk files. They're like clogging your system. Okay, these energy that you don't want and they stay inside you, what is that going to create? That is going to create what we call the yip, which is the clogging energies inside your energy body, the energy heart, which cannot vent or circulate out of your system. Now, when this energy builds up and you don't vent it out, okay, what happens is you keep packing up the energy, and it gets so big that you will feel so stressed and so packed up, and you feel suffocating, like there's no air to breathe and that kind of stuff, because you keep on packing up stuff right here. Okay, now a lot of parents will tell their kids not to swear, not to do this. When you feel bad, you eat it and suppress it inside yourself. That doesn't work. Let me tell you what. Okay, you got to vent. As a human being, you have to understand how to relieve, how to vent all these energies and feelings that you cannot do on whatever thing. You need to have a way to vent it, and naturally human understand and they will do it. If you keep suppressing, what happens is they just get stuck inside and it clogs your whole system. And when that happens, okay, you feel so stressed and your life is not happy. Okay, it makes you so stressed and it blocks your potential. When you're trying to do other things, you feel very stuck and very limited, very like tied up. It doesn't feel good. Okay, now there are some people who swear a lot and they feel better and happier. Okay, but the problem is you cannot just keep swearing like a crazy person. It's not good, because other people outside of you will look at you and think you're weird. You keep swearing and it doesn't sound good. And so you have to have different ways to vent, and not just swearing by like fucking this and fucking that. Okay? So as a Taoist, we also have to vent and, sometimes put things back to other people. For example, when you get insulted by someone, as a Taoist, what do? You fuck them back. Yeah, that's right. You do fuck them back, because you cannot just take the insult and then eat it and put it inside yourself, because you don't want that insulting energy to stay inside you and block your system, right? Now, what is Taoism about? Taoism is about the circulation of energy from pre-heaven to post-heaven. Post-heaven back to pre-heaven, like this, like nature, how it works, okay? So someone gives you something, you give them something back. That is the balance, right? So you cannot just keep taking and not giving back. I said already, in the circulation of Dao and Tak, like the Dao Tak King, okay, Tao Te Ching, like that. Okay, when you receive something, you must give something back. No matter it's a punch, a gift, a coffee, or a fuck you, something like that, it's something that you have to give back, okay? Now, when you keep on taking in things like insult, okay, when people are laughing at you, making fun of you, these are energies. When they keep speaking or they're doing like that, doing their stuff, whenever you can see, hear, feel, smell, okay, they're existent. Whatever you're looking at, hearing at, smelling, these are all energies. They're all pre-heaven energies that you're absorbing into yourself, and that is why you feel, you think, and you feel. It trigger up your thinking, your brain. It trigger up your temper with your mind, your heart, right here. Okay, these are all energies. If you don't give a shit and you don't treat it, what happens is like most people think that a Taoist should be like, oh, I don't give a shit. Okay, keep insulting me. Right, like that. And then, you know what? You hit my left face, I give you my right face, you hit it again. They're like, that is stupid. This is not Taoism. Let me tell you, this is bullshit. Because why? You keep taking this energy from the other person. How can you be so mean and not nice to give back something to him? Right? Now, let's say your mom and dad, okay? Your mom and dad knows that you don't eat peanut, okay? Whenever you eat something related to peanut, you get allergy and you get sick, right? Now, your mom and dad give you this thing and you want to tell them, I'm having allergy and I cannot eat this, or are you going to just, yes, right, and you keep eating and then suffer later on? What are you going to do, right? Of course you have to tell your mom and dad, I don't want it. When they keep giving you, you keep shoving it back. Or else what happened is you eat it this time and you pretend you're all fine. Next morning or next day, your mom and dad is going to give you more. Okay? And then it's like, okay, if you don't like something, you tell your mom and dad to stop giving it to you because you cannot eat it, because I don't like it. Okay? Giving back means giving back. You give back your feeling, your feedback, things like that. So that they know, oh, I should not keep on giving you this thing, right? Now, the insulting, the laughing at you, you know, all that stuff, the swearing, cursing, when people do that to you, all right, are you so happy to receive more? Like, do you want them to keep coming at you and giving you more and more and more and bully you? No, of course, right? When you get bullied, what should you be doing? Well, the crooked way of education tells you, when you get bullied, you should just shut the hell up and pretend to be chicken. Well, that's not going to work, because the more quiet you are, the more the bully will bully you. Right? Everyone knows. In school, we learned that already, right? When you get bullied, what happened? You kick their ass. Right? You do all you can to kick their ass. And the next day, they will not want to come at you because they know that you're strong, right? Then they understand, I should not come and bully this person again. Now, that's the way to solve problem in life. Being a Taoist doesn't mean to be a coward, to be like a little chicken sitting there and, okay, swear at me, thank you, and then just keep on being a joke, right? You should not be like that. Now, when people insult you, in this like real life world, okay, you cannot really go and punch them because you get into, you know, things like legal issue and people can sue you and things like that, you know, a lot of problems, right? So you cannot really do that when you grow up. You cannot just, you know, I don't like you and then I hit your face, right? That's not going to happen. So what happened is people will start using, because the physical way of stopping this or giving back is not available. So people will start to use the non-physical way, which is to give back all that feeling energy, that pre-heaven energy that you just got. Okay, so that's why when people are insulting you, bullying you, and stuff like that, naturally what people do is they will swear back at the person. Okay, they keep swearing to dump all these energy back on them, to fuck them back. That's what they're doing. Okay, now with magic, like as in you're learning the magic from us, okay, like Saam Law Sun Gung, now you have a lot more tools to do this job. Instead of having to like face to face swear at them, you can be dumping back energies to them at the back without them knowing and really listening to you. Because you can send magic by distance at their back. And the result is you will get relieved, and also they will have their own shit and a lot of things that you want to send back to them. So it's a good way to cultivate the virtue, the tup, okay, like in Daoism, the tup, okay, the Tao Te Ching. This is the tup, the give back root, okay. Now to dump things back to them, you have to, how much is enough to really like revenge and dump back to people? How much is enough? Well, there's a ruler actually. You cannot just keep on doing it and think that is, I'm doing it for a good reason, let's keep hitting him back. That doesn't work, okay? You have to understand that there is actually a ruler, because there's a reason of why you're doing this revenge magic. There's a reason, okay? A very good reason. And that is because the person is giving you a lot of his heart energy. Okay? This energy right here. He is giving you this energy, which is the pre-heaven energy. And it's going to go into your system, and it will affect the way how your own heart works. And it will affect your life. When you don't give a shit about it, it goes into your yun sun, your spiritual planetary body, and that affects your future. So you don't want that thing to affect that much. And you don't want it to stuck inside your system and clog you, right? So how much is enough? Well, to revenge is when you did enough, you will feel that you don't have the feel to do this anymore. Right, that means that, okay, now someone did something to me, right? Maybe they, let's say, okay, this person come and insulted me, okay? I will instantly do something and shoot it back to them, okay? That way they will eat their own shit. Now, just saying something to insult me is a very little amount of energy, right? That doesn't really hurt me when they say it in front of me, okay? But when I do it once, it's going to go back with 2 extra power, because it takes 1 extra power to hold and 1 extra power to push back. So they will always get 2 extra load when you fight back. And then what happened is, okay, after I do this, my feeling, my heart will have a different feeling. You will feel, okay, that's it, okay, enough. Then it means that you did enough. Now sometimes there are things that they did to you, and it caused you some real big damage. For example, they come to my house and throw eggs at my windows and things like that. Now, that is a lot more damage, right? I see it, a lot more damage. So just doing something, shooting it back once, is not going to be enough. And how do you know? Well, because the madness, the feeling inside you is not gone yet after you're done. You still feel the urge, and the fire is inside burning, telling you that you still need to do more. You still feel frustrated. You are still pissed off. You're still mad. All these feelings are still here. They're not cleared up yet. That's why you need to keep doing something. It means that you didn't do enough. When you do enough, this heart right here, the feeling will be gone. You will not feel the urge to want to keep doing it on them anymore. It's automatic and it's very natural, because when you do enough, you don't have the urge to do it anymore. It's sometimes like, okay, when people punch you, okay, you punch them back, and you will not just keep punching back. Sometimes you punch once and you will stop instantly because you know that's enough. Sometimes you're so mad, you keep punching, but there's always a stopping point. There's always one point that you feel, oh, why are you stopping? Because you felt it's enough. Your heart is telling you there's a standard. You don't just keep doing it. Okay? Now, when you do too much, that is the point that will kick the next cycle to come back at you. Now, there's people who say, oh, but if you revenge and they revenge you back and now you revenge, it's a non-stop cycle. You should not revenge. That is wrong. Because you are just revenging too much. See, when you revenge enough to just give off all the stuff that you're supposed to give off to the other person, okay, that there is nothing excessive that is given over there. It's controlled. It's a controlled amount. And when it go over there, it balance out and it cancel out stuff. So he know and he feel that whatever he got is what he deserved. And he will not come back at you with another kind of revenge or something like that. He won't. Okay? Basically, and also one thing is when you're using magic to do it, it's all the pre-heaven energy in workings. So his brain will not have any thinking involved about like, oh, am I going to revenge and stuff, because he don't know that you shoot him back, right? So he don't know, right? His brain don't know. It's all his energy that is actually in working. So the energy will work itself out, and when it's balanced, he will not have anything come to you again. And that is the balance point that you should get to. Doing too much will cause a next cycle, a next wave of attack to come in the future. Doing too little will make yourself suffer, because you keep that stuff inside yourself. It's going to clog your system. It's going to fuck you up. Okay, so you don't want that to happen. And that's why we must understand how to do some revenge magic in our lineage. No matter it's like small or big kind of revenge, you still need to understand how to do it. It's not like some magic that you learn and you can now go around and harm people. Okay, if you go and harm people, like you are the first guy to do the move, you're the first guy to punch, right? If you're doing it like this, you're gonna have a big problem, because now what happened is you are the bad guy, okay, giving this stuff to the other person. Now he or she might not know magic, right? So they took that energy inside them and it clogged their system, and it will create whatever disaster later on. Okay, now the problem is there's nothing coming back to you. You gave something back, like you gave something to them, your magic that will fuck them up. Okay, you gave something to them. There's nothing coming back. Now there's a depletion right here. Okay, like it's like your bank. Okay, you gave them $10. They didn't give you anything back. Okay, it's like that. Yeah, you might think, well, but I'm just harming them. I'm just doing harm. How can I be like doing something good? Money is like something good. Well, think about it. You're giving this heart energy to them. Heart energy for screwing them up. Okay, it's still money. You just give money out to this person, to this side, to screw up his plan. Okay, it's like hiring people to fuck up someone's business. It's money, right? So it's still money. Now there's nothing coming back. So you're like digging a hole right here, okay, and pick out all these soil and stuff from your body and give it to the other side. Now you have a depletion. Nothing's coming back to you. Okay? If they don't give something back to you, they don't know magic, they don't revenge and such, okay, you always have something lost out of you. And if you do it once, well, it's fine. But if you do it a few more times, okay, you will see that your system is kind of like broken. And right here, this broken hole where this depletion came out will be like a broken pipe. Water keeps leaking out, and you will see your life is like a leaking system. You will non-stop be leaking out things to the other people around you, especially this person that you just hit. Okay, you will be keep on leaking out energies, and that means that your life, your luck, and all that stuff will keep leaking to the other side, and it will cause a lot of problems to you because you have a depletion going on. And this depletion is not like your blood is something coming out, but it's similar. Okay, what's coming out is your pre-heaven energy, which are stuff that fuel up your life and give you a future. That means your future is screwed up. Okay, very simple. Now, giving you some examples right here, okay, with some evil magic, how to do magic and stuff like that, okay? Now let me introduce a little symbol right here. Okay, here we go. Okay. A symbol right here. This symbol, okay, the letter for rain, okay, yu, rain. Now we have a spell that goes with this thing, okay? 雲頭靈心天地動, like this, okay? Now, what is this supposed to be? Rain. What happened when you walk outside as a human being? You walk outside and there's rain coming down from above. Yeah, you get wet, very simple, right? But what if it's raining red ink? You get all red. When it's raining shit, you get all shitty, right? So, what happened if this rain is raining something down on you and this is like poison, okay? What if it's raining poison at you? Well, you get all poisonous, okay? So the poison pours over you and get you all poisonous, right? You get poison. So basically this rain thing, okay, is this word rain with the spell is often combined with other characters to make changes to things, like to add some kind of stuff to soak into this subject. For example, right here, rain cow, 雲頭牛, okay? This rain cow, what is the cow? Well, when you think about the word cow, you think about the force, the power that grinds forward, okay? Very powerful, right? Heavy, powerful, slowly grinding forward. It's like as if there's a mountain or a big stone in front of you, the cow will push it like that kind of stuff, okay? A very angry force. That's what rain cow is about. So whenever you have a situation that you need some kind of helping force to help you push through some kind of obstacles, you can use the word rain cow. Or if there's a situation when you want someone to get very angry, like a bull's mode, okay, you can also use the word rain cow. See, you can use the same symbol to help someone to have more power to pull through their situation. And you can also use this same symbol to make someone very hot-headed. It depends. Now, to use this word, for example, rain cow, okay, this symbol. Now, if I'm using this as a revenge magic, you can use this as a helper magic, okay? Let's say I'm using it to revenge on someone, and I want, like, he got me angry. I want to get him angry later on when he is, talking with someone, something like that. I want to add more potential of this angriness to him. Okay, I want to fuel up his anger. Now, what happened is I will be looking at him from far away, or I can be doing it on a representative, like the dolls and stuff like that I showed you before. Okay, I will draw the magic power right here. Okay, draw the magic power, and then I'll draw the word rain cow, and then I will grab, okay, and then I will push out. When I push out like this, it grab and suck in this symbol along with my energy, okay, and then I will push it out, and so that it packs in this cluster of energy toward this person. Now, next is I have to stomp my left foot, okay, stomp my left foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will go 5 stomp, and it goes into a process to change this person's mind. Okay, this symbol alone is a command, and it sets a little program that goes over and help this person to be soaked up with this cow energy, like cow-like style of energy. And how this energy is going to affect him, it depends on your mind, like your intention, what you want to happen to him. Okay, now a little bit more advanced is to be able to actually execute this magic with a lot more aggressive power. You cannot just use the sword finger right here and stomp and then draw, because this is a very mild magic. To be able to cause this thing to happen and to pump juice over, we need to use the sun kud, which is the body movement to do our heart spells. For example, the second heart spells, okay, you will be going like this. And then draw, okay, grab and stomp. And then when you're here, you'll be stomping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. And when you do 5 stomp like that, okay, it push that energy with all the aggressive power toward the other person. And that will basically push this command and all your power and such toward him. Now, of course, you can't just do it in front of him like that, okay? It looks very, very weird. So sometimes we'll be doing it by distance without looking at him or seeing him. So in order to do that, you can be doing this with a representative, like a piece of paper with his picture, things like that. Or you can be doing it by what we call the Hui Tong method. The Hui Tong method is something that is like you open a little space in the air, and this air is a little container right here, okay? Container contains the energy right here. So in this little container, what I'm doing is I'm going to draw a symbol, and I'm going to infuse a little bit of this person's soul. The soul, okay? I talked about this in the first lecture. So the soul energy, this soul goes in here, and basically this container now in front of me will be something that will hold all the magic. So I will do the same thing to the container, this little space. After I'm done, okay, and like done, okay, like this. Now what happened is when I am done, this container will, and what happened after that? Well, this soul fragment inside is going to trace back to the person. And when it traces back to the person, it will bring everything back to the person. And so all that magic will launch out toward this person. So this is a method of how we can do this to create some kind of effect on the person by revenging. Now this letter can, this symbol can also be a nice symbol to help people. So it's the same symbol, but it can be helping or fucking them up. Now with this symbol, we can do a variation right here. Now with the rain on top, okay, right here you see there's the word for farm, and then one word right here. That makes it rain ghost, okay? 雲頭鬼腳. Now whatever you put in here, okay, whatever you put in here is something that you want to bury inside the ground of this person. What it means by burying inside the ground is like to hide it inside them. Okay, it packs it in and it will await for later on to burst out and create something. Now the rain style, rain cow, like only have the rain on top, that is going to instantly be like pouring some energy on them, and it will influence them right away. Now if you want them to have something to happen in the future, you need to use the rain ghost. Okay, rain ghost. 雲頭鬼腳，雲頭令心天地動，雷霆霹靂生蓮花, like this. And this word here, you can sub in anything that will, like something that you want them to have, something that you want them to happen later on. For example, put a word fail, okay? Or in this case, you can also put the word cow, okay, just to be easier. So I want them to maybe, oops, okay. Okay, same word, cow. Now what am I supposed to do right here? Okay, what's my intention? Well, I want to bury this bomb of cow inside them, inside their system. So what happened? Well, I want their future to, let's say, when the timing is right, okay, which is decided by my heart, of course. My heart wants them to maybe like tomorrow, when this person is on the interview or something like that, he will act like a cow. He will be going crazy. He will be like, hot temper, okay? Okay, you know what this is about? Good. Now you will go do that symbol, and now this is going to bury the cow style of energy, okay, inside him. And I'll wait for the time to explode. When the time comes, it will, and that will come out, and it will create the urge for him to instantly feel that he really want to act that way suddenly. Sometimes, yeah, people will instantly, immediately have a mood change, a mood swing, that kind of stuff. This can make it happen. Okay, so same kind of stuff. Let's say, okay, I'm using a higher power heart spell right here. Okay, now looking at this, okay, I will do the Hui Tong method toward this guy first. So first, I will need to create the container in front of me. Okay, this little thing that contains my magic. Okay, so my first heart spell, stomp. And then you think about the person, okay, and you pull the soul over and stomp. Now, facing here, I will execute my heart spell to get the power. Okay. And then I will write 運頭靈心天地能雷霆佢力生連番 and then stomp, 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 stomp. 5 stomp, right? Now that will get into process and instantly drill into their system and bury this thing in, and it will start to create this effect later on. Now, stomping how many times and which foot to stomp, that is a big topic, and you learn that when you're in the lineage. But yeah, basically I'm just trying to show you how it's really done, and it's so simple. You don't even need the altar to do this kind of stuff, right? Now, after I do it once, next, if I'm not feeling that it's enough, I will maybe pack on other magic, do other methods and stuff like that. But basically, I want you to know how easy it is. I don't even need to open the altar. Just look at one direction, you open a container, you do the magic. After you're done, the container will unleash, okay? It will like unpack itself, and it will go by that soul fragment and shoot it back to whoever you're trying to hit. So yeah, sending magic is very simple sometimes, and you don't need to always go fuck around things. You don't go like fuck, 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 fuck. You don't need to do that because you have other methods. And basically, after you understand, you can really change and modify the symbols in many ways, because you will know there's like this prefix, okay? The rain or the rain goes or other kind of prefix. You know what it's about, then you know what to stuff in this area. And basically that will create a lot of different kinds of revenge magic. There's also a very famous revenge magic which is called Lang Min, the cold face magic. Now what happened is, okay, what is the what is cold? Why cold face? Okay, why not hot? Well, when you feel hot, okay, it means that energy from the inside of you keep coming out, and so that you will get power, right? Your body will get power. Your whatever you're trying to do will get successful. That is hot. When things is getting hot, okay, it's a lot of energy rushing out from the inside. When we're talking about cold, that is the opposite, okay? So I want all the energies to go back in and not come out. What happened is, well, when all your energies is going back into yourself and not coming out, you will feel drowsy, tired, and you will have no luck. You will be like, everything's going to be very gloomy. You'll feel very sad and all that stuff. You know, everything coming back in. It's like, okay, and you feel the energy suffocating and all that stuff. And that is the whole idea of the cold face energy. And the symbol is very simple too. Basically, it's the symbol for the word cold or freezing. Okay, and basically it's like a freeze spell. Okay, what you're doing is just the symbol is a command. But after you're doing it, what happens is when you push this thing over, your energy right here that you draw out is going to create this effect when it goes to their place. Now, when their energy body gets cold, it's like when your blood is not moving. You start to die out. You start to get sick. You start to get everything go bad. And it brings you to death. Okay, that's what happened. It's like it drains your battery and it makes everything crappy. Okay, so if you do the same cold or freezing magic on the altar, what happens is the altar will start to lose connection. It will start to be not effective because the power cannot come out. It's like you got a fireplace and someone come over and dump a bunch of ice and water onto your fireplace. It will fuck you up, right? So that's basically what this cold face magic is about. Sometimes we will change it a bit and it called that a altar freezing magic, 冷壇, okay? And it will make the altar instantly not working. No matter what religion, what ritual, whatever occult it is, it will work on them, okay? Basically, you can do it. And to encounter that kind of stuff, when we get that kind of attack, what happens is you can see what's going on and you will encounter it by bringing up the fire again. So you do the exact opposite, which is called the 黃壇, which is to boost the altar up, to boost the fire again, to override that coldness, and it will get everything reset. Basically, it's like that. So when we are fighting with magic back and forth, there's always a way to encounter stuff, and there's always ways to do revenge and things like that. And so, yeah, it is very fun. Instead of just swearing around and fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, okay? You have a lot of other ways to fuck people up. And yeah, it's basically, it's fun, but it's also something that you need to understand is supposed to be done with a responsible mindset, okay? You know what kind of stuff they cause you, and you give what kind of stuff back to them. And when you give back enough and you give back right, your mind will feel better because you're relieved, right? The math is balanced out right now. You don't have the thing clogging your system, okay? So basically that's how we do things back to other people. And yeah, it can be something big or small, okay? When it's small, you can do it right here and instantly push it back out. Now, when it gets big, we can be opening a representative, such as a piece of paper, their picture, or a little straw man, something like that, to represent this person. And then I will be packing in more stuff. For example, I can be doing a lot of different food, okay? Like a food, you know that yellow paper thingy, okay? I can be doing a food that will mess up his business, a food that will cause him to not be able to have a lot of feeling when he's having sex, something like that, okay? So, or you can be doing stuff to bring him sickness, or things like that, okay? Make his thinking go crazy and things like that. And this food can be infused into the representative, and I'll burn off the representative. When I burn it, the soul fragment carries all that stuff, all that programmed energy that I put in and travel to him, because that is his soul fragment. The soul fragment is like a magnet. It will always go back to the person. So when I can pull one soul fragment over, I can do magic on this person. Very cool. Now, at the end, you also need to understand one thing. While we're using soul fragment as like a tracking device to do magic on other people, the soul fragment can also be used as a nice thing for your altar to help you and protect you. We have a magic in our lineage called 藏魂, to contain or conceal, okay, your soul. And by doing that, what you're doing is you're using a spell, and you are going to put your soul fragment into the altar, your own altar, so that your altar will hold on to a piece of you. Okay, so when you go outside and stuff and you encounter any kind of danger, okay, when you encounter people doing evil magic on you, things like that, okay, anything that you don't want, okay, anything bad coming at you. What happens is your altar will be sensing you, and the altar will represent you to take the load, or it will distribute the load at least, okay? So what you're going to eat in and absorb at the end is going to be a portion of the whole pie. And a lot of things are going to be padded by the altar first. See, that is how you can use the soul fragment to use it as a protection device, right? Now you can put it in your altar and get protected. Very cool. Okay, so how do you actually get a soul fragment, like a piece of that soul fragment of someone? Do you need a little device or something like that? Well, let me tell you, it's so easy. In order to get a piece of soul fragment of other person, it can be as easy as you can write the name of someone onto a piece of paper. Now, this name that you wrote on the piece of paper, this physical name contains what? Contains your intention of your feeling of this person. And that feeling is the soul, is part of the soul. So you can say that now this name, because you wrote the name while thinking about him, the soul fragment of him is linked over, and a little bit of it is now onto the ink, this name. You can also be drawing a picture of this person, and while you draw, because your heart and your mind, your brain is already connected to this person, when you're drawing, the energy of this person is already connected and flowing to you, and here, right? Sometimes when you think about someone, you can already imagine or visualize their person, their face, and whatever related to them, right? Now, why can you visualize and imagine and hook up all that feeling inside? It's because you and this person in the pre-heaven dimension is actually linked up because you know him. While you're drawing, you are bringing up this connection and drawing in some energy from this connection through your body, your pen, and onto the paper. And whatever you drew represents him. You can be drawing a turtle, it doesn't matter, okay? It will represent him. And this piece of paper now holds the soul fragment of someone. Now, of course, that is a very rough way to do it, okay? Like if you don't know magic and stuff, that is something that people can do naturally. Like, okay, I don't like you. I will write your name, put it here, and I'll keep shooting at you. Okay? Now, that's something that we can do naturally. Okay? You don't like someone, you write their name, put it here, and you keep shooting guns at this guy, and, oh, I'm going to wreck his face. Okay? That's what you're doing, right? Now, to do this same thing with magic, like professionally, what we're doing is we have a structure of how to ensure that a lot more of his soul fragment is going to come and be glued on this paper. Well, we have a structured way to write that thing. We have a structured way to do spells and stuff to actually connect and summon his soul fragment to come over, and we'll put more in here. And after that, you don't want that to let go, right? So you will use the stamp to seal in this thing, and you will do other magic to consecrate that paper to make sure that it's guarded and sealed up, and it's not going to go away. Okay, the energy is going to stay there, and it's going to work for this purpose. Now, after the ceremony, I burn this thing out. It will unpack everything, and soul fragment go back. Okay, all that magic I put in will also go back. So that's the professional way. There's a lot more things to do, but basically, naturally, people without really like learning any kind of magic, they will understand how to do this already. Okay, you don't like someone. Okay, I don't like your face. Now you will take his picture, or you will draw his name, and then you tape it on the heavy bag, and you keep pushing and vent all that anger on the heavy bag, right? That's what you're doing. So basically, that's how you do it naturally. But with magic, you do it better, and it's more effective, and you're more guaranteed for something to happen, and you have a lot more power coming from here and delivering to make something happen. So yeah, that's what real magic, revenging magic is like. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe, like, comment below, and if you are afraid that you might be like under attack or by these things, you can always contact us, and we can guide you, and you can also learn how to protect yourself and such like that. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.